Hello, my name is Danica, this is Kaiwen, Max, and Tanisha, and today we're presenting on the legalization of marijuana. As more and more states legalize the use of both medical and recreational marijuana, starting with California in 1996, the issue has been brought to the surface. In 2005, the Supreme Court came to the verdict that Congress has the right to control local marijuana after a California resident had been arrested for growing weed. The Interstate Commerce Clause of the Constitution allows Congress to control the transportation of goods and services between states. The court claimed that if citizens outside of California also wanted to grow weed, it would affect interstate commerce.
Marijuana is federally illegal, but many states have enacted their own legislation. 38 states have legalized medical marijuana and 22 have legalized it for recreational use. About 9 states have decriminalized cannabis, which means that it's still illegal, but below a certain amount, there's no jail or prison time, just fines. The main federal law regulating marijuana is the Controlled Substances Act of 1970, under which marijuana is classified as Schedule 1, meaning it's classified as highly addictive with no medical usage. However, the Rohrabacher-Farr Amendment prevents the federal government from overriding any state laws legalizing marijuana. On October 22, 2022, President Biden formally pardoned all simple possession marijuana offenders, clearing about 6,500 people of federal drug charges. This relieved many minor offenders from a criminal record, which could seriously impact employment, housing, and educational opportunities. Recently, the most important court ruling regarding cannabis legalization is Gonzalez v. Wright, where the Supreme Court ruled that Congress can criminalize homegrown medical marijuana, even if the state law allows medical use. Wright and others sued the government to stop them from destroying their marijuana plants, which Wright claimed were necessary for her life.
In general, around 90% of adults support the legalization of marijuana for medical use versus the 10% of people who think that marijuana should not be legal at all. Of the general population, around 60% of people think that marijuana should be legalized for the sake of both medical and recreational use. Canada was the second nation in the world to legalize marijuana, which resulted in the regulation of the drug and being able to penalize those who work outside the legal market. In addition, legalizing marijuana improves the community's relationship with law enforcement and prevents the racist law enforcement used. China is one nation where marijuana or any drugs is illegal, and if caught, civilians are severely punished. The government there illegalized it because they identified it as a dangerous narcotic drug. In fact, China had a rough history with drugs, which led to this decision. In the 1800s, almost everyone used drugs, which caused them to not be able to fight for their nation when Europeans came to invade. NORML, National Organization for the Reform of Marijuana Laws, is the biggest organization fighting for the legalization of marijuana. They have distributed over $79,000 and are constantly fighting for their cause, whether it be propaganda, lobbying, and more.
The Drug-Free American Foundation, Inc. is one of the largest organizations against the legalization of marijuana. One of their solutions to drug or marijuana addiction is called the STRAIGHT program. This program involves complete isolation from parents and friends and daily counseling sessions that the Times says often reduces a person to tears. Texas is a conservative state with policies dealing with marijuana. Marijuana in Texas is legal for certain medical uses under the Compassionate Use Program administered by Texas's Department of Public Safety. However, recreational use of marijuana is completely illegal and results in anything from a fine to life in prison, depending on how much is in your possession. California is a liberal state with different policies regarding marijuana. Anyone above the age of 18 can buy marijuana for medical use. In addition, anyone above the age of 21 may buy cannabis for recreational use. There are still limits for how much marijuana you can own, up to 1 ounce. However, you can also grow up to 6 of your own cannabis plants in the state. Some proposed solutions on the liberal side are decriminalizing marijuana and legalizing marijuana federally. Some proposed solutions on the conservative side are harsher punishments for marijuana possession and making it illegal for recreational use in all states. Additionally, a proposed solution is to invest more into improving mental health.
Complete legalization of marijuana is possible in coming years with widespread support from citizens and the introduction of the Secure and Fair Banking Act, which would help protect interstate marijuana sales, and the States Reform Act, which would help decriminalize cannabis. But it's unclear how long this would take because Congress has been historically slow to pass bills regarding the issue. Thank you.